Kansas City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Chiefs are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Mahomes now on the sneak. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. He'll give them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off the line into the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He's got a man. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away? So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen now looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Allen gonna go on fourth down. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 36. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
43!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Going up top. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Allen off the play fake. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He sets to fire deep.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reyes.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good try.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, this is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On 4th down, Allen flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Right back to him on 1st down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, We're chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Brought down at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Davis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
From the 39, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen gonna throw. And he's gonna be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
3 yards remain for second down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about right a finish to this one. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.